everyone, it's Jane. I have the last week of October's pens here, and then I'm including the first 2 days of November because I'm doing 7 pens in a week, so 7 days, that kind of thing. So the calendar kind of screws me up on that. So anyway, we're finishing up week 5 of October, and then the first 2 pens of November. So anyway, I am including some pens that I probably have already gone through on new acquisitions or videos before, but I haven't had a chance to write with them for an entire day. So that's why I'm maybe including them again, or you've seen them before, but I wanted to write with them. So that's why we're going through this. So these 2 right here are from Leather Lathe, and these are a recent acquisition from the Pelican Hub. So if you haven't seen my Pelican Hub video, check that out if you're interested. I purchased this pen from them at the Pelican Hub, and then this one I actually won as a door prize, and I never win things, so that was really exciting for me. This is a Gravitas pocket pen made out of Ultem. This one is a Walltown's pen, the Watts model, and I think it was... I'll get to the colorway. It's on my information sheet, and that is coming up. This is an Opus 88 Color of the Year demonstrator. This is a Russ pen that I got at the Chicago Pen Show. And then this is an Arclayer pen. It's a Helix pen. I will show it to you in a second, but that's what the names of all these pens are. And let's go ahead and get swatching with the inks that I put in all of them, and then I'll give you a writing sample. So hang on a second. Let me put these aside. Okay, so the very first day is the Leather Lathe pen, and called this a one-off because I think that he was trying to make this cap out of this material and something happened, so he made it out of a different material. So this one is, so the model, like I said, is a one-off, and then the cap is made out of strawberry lemonade, and the this blank is made out of Pandora's box. And I elected to ink this up with a diamine sample candle light, or diamine ink vent, I'm sorry, and this is a 2022 ink vent. And so let's swatch that. I'm going to be using my Dominant Industry ink muddler for everything. I tend to do that. I like the way I can lay down a circle with it. So whoops, that would have been fun. Okay, let's lay down a swatch of this ink. It's a real pretty yellowish golden color, just like you would think candlelight would be. And I thought that would look kind of fun with this resin, even though I'm not a matchy person, as we all know. Or maybe you don't know, but I'm not a matchy person. It's whatever ink calls to me at the time. So this is Leather Lathe. And I'll just put one off. Oh, it has a Yovo nib on it. It's a gold and silver dual color, I guess you would call that, and it is a medium nib. And it writes really nice. It's a beautiful, beautiful pen, beautiful nib, beautiful writing experience, all the things in one. And this is inked with diamine candlelight. If you want to check out Leather Lathe, I ran across them at the Chicago Pen Show for the first time, and I bought a pen from them at that show. Actually, I think I've got it. No, I don't have it right here. I'm cleaning it. So, because I wrote with it not too long ago. And just really, they're an artist team, husband-wife team, and the wife makes these beautiful leather journals, just gorgeous, hand-painted. So one of these days I'll get one. And then I saw them at the Pelican Hub, and my local Pelican Hub, and that's where I bought that pen from. And then the next pen is also Leather Lathe, and this one is the one I won as a door prize. And this one, the model on this is the Sterling, and the colorway is Skittles. And this one I chose a black nib, and it is a broad. This one I have inked up with Colorverse Night of Myrtle. And that's one of their USA inks. So let's put put that down. I love this purple. It color shifts, and sometimes it seems too light, but sometimes not. And I just like the way I think coming out of a broad nib looks really nice. Let me get the lid on that thing. There we go. Okay, leather and lathe, sterling. And this is, oh, there's a fly in here. Imagine that. I live on a farm and have a fly in my house. You can go away, fly. Okay, and Colorverse. Hope I don't run out of room here. Colorverse USA Knight of Myrtle. Okay, there's that pen. Isn't it beautiful? You can find Leather and Lathe on Instagram. Okay, next pen we have is, turn that page over, a Gravitas Pocket pen. And this is made in the Ultim material. I got this from Endless Pens. They are selling Gravitas pens and I was intrigued with them. So I thought I would order I get the pocket pen piece of it because I've been intrigued with Ultim material lately. This I chose a medium nib, and I think they do their own in-house nibs there. I'm just going to leave the cap on that. I have a little bit of a hard time getting that to seat properly so that it doesn't pop off. This one I have with Tono and Limbs Star Forming, and I got that also from Endless Pens. They had some neat Tono and Limbs inks. So let's get that on the paper. You can take a look at it. I'm probably going to be ordering some more of these Tono and Limbs inks because I really like how they shift colors as well. Okay, so this one is Gravitas Pocket in the Ultim material. And it is a medium nib. And I think this ink looks a little light going down, but it kind of darkens up, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, Tono and Limbs Star Forming. Or it could be that I might need to force some more ink down through the nib, but that's what that looks like. Nice pen. Okay, and here is kind of a showstopper pen. I saw this on Etsy when I was looking for something else, and I was like, oh, gotta have it, because look at this. This is a Walltown pen, and the model is Watts, and the colorway is a splash of exuberance, and I would have to agree with that. And this one I also got in a medium nib. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't get a nib on this one. I saved a little money by telling them not to send a nib because I wanted to put my Pen Realm kitty cat nib on there, and this is a medium. I forgot about that. Isn't that cat cute? Love it. Okay, and then this one I have inked with Tono and Limbs. Let's see if I can get that to focus. Space Telescope. Sure, I'm still on camera. I do need to start either looking through the camera or something because I look around it and then I don't know if I'm on camera or not. There we go. And I have a pretty color of green that will shift colors. Look at that pen. I mean, it's just so cool. Okay, Walltown pens. It's the Watts model, and it is a medium. I'm just going to put catnip over here so I remember that that's what's on there. I love this ink color. I think it's really pretty. Okay, Tono and Limbs. What did I say? Space Telescope, right? Okay, and you can find hang on, I want to write this out because I can't talk and write at the same time. Walltown Pens is on Etsy. There you go with that one. Next one we have is my Opus 88 color of the year. It's 2023 color of the year. They also put out a pink pen that year, and I just liked this colorway a lot. I ended up getting this from Stilo Estelle, I think, Stile, when I ordered my Arclayer pen that you'll see in a minute. And it's a medium nib, and that's what that looks like. If you're not familiar with Opus 88's demonstrators. I love them, by the way. They just all have been wonderful. And I put Waringold's Robinson Crusoe in this one. This one, I thought the ink shaded a bit blue, was like a blue ink that shaded a bit green, so I thought that would be a nice match in there. And I like this ink. I think it's just a really pretty color. Thought I want to use that one again. I may have used this one already or featured it. Can't remember. But that's what I have this pen inked with. So this one is Opus. Doesn't that come out nice? I love this pen. Demo, color of the year, 2020, what did I say, 2023. Medium nib. Such a nice writing nib. And I love the way these pens feel in my hand. They're a bit beefier. They might be too beefy for some people, but I really dig it. I think it feels really nice. Move this up a little bit. Okay, Waringold. Robinson Crusoe. Sure I spelled Waringold right. I think I did. Jeez. I think, and fall has arrived here, and I'm just so happy about it. I can't even tell you. Okay, next pen we have is, so this would be the 1st of November. This is a Russ Pens. I got it at the Chicago Pen Show at the Pen Realm booth. It is an ebonite pen. I didn't get a name of it or colorway. It's just ebonite. And I have a stub nib. Isn't that a fun design on there? And that is also a Pen Realm nib that I had put on there, but that's what that pen looks like. And this one I have inked with, I have this one in, Kobe Strawberry Chocolate. Put that ink up here. This is an ink that I want to drink. I mean, it just looks like chocolate and strawberries. And it's like, that just sounds so good to ingest, but don't ever do that because ink probably would not agree with your system. I would not imagine. And it doesn't smell good. It smells like ink, but anyway, I love the color of it because it just reminds me of strawberries and chocolate, and I like both. Okay, so this is Russ Pens. And I'll just put ebonite, and it is a stub. So thick downstrokes, narrow cross stroke or side strokes, whatever you want to call it. And this one is with Kobe Strawberry Chocolate. Okay, there's that pen. And then last pen, so 2nd of November, is an Arclayer 3D printed. It's Arclayer Studio. I did show this on a new pen acquisition video, and this one is called the Laksha. I'll write it out because I know I'm not pronouncing it right. Helix. So these little things in here are what hold the ink, and it comes down in a spiral. And the ink that I put in this one is Kitty Ink Pot. Isn't that cute? And it's called Fluffy Wool Ball. It's a little bit of a light ink, so I may have made a mistake in that and to write with it because it is a light ink. But I do know it changes colors, so maybe on different paper it'll be a little darker. We'll see how it comes out of this pen. But I wanted a kind of an unusual ink for an unusual pen. And the nib that I put on this particular pen is a Galen Leather italic broad. Okay, so this is Arclayer And the Laksha or Lake Shay, or I'm not quite sure. It's spelled like this, and it had a line over both A's and a little line under the S. And I know in English, when you put a line over it at A, it means a long, like lake. I shouldn't say anything. I should just not open my mouth because stuff that comes out of it might not be right. Okay, so this is an italic broad or broad italic. So thicker downstrokes, narrower cross strokes. And it is pretty light ink, but that's okay. Kitty ink pot, fluffy wool ball. I really love this pen. I love how it feels. It's just unique. And anybody wondering, I think I said I'd loop back and tell you how it is to clean it out. It's really easy to. You unscrew it here, here at the section, and there's a little hole there, and I just run water in it, and then I will turn it upside down and shake it in the sink, and it cleaned out just fine. So that's that pen. So those are the 7 pens, and that's the 7 inks, and I will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to make sure. I'll come back in a second when it all dries, and you can see the ink as they dried. So I'll be back in a minute. We're getting there. I know I should wait until everything's dried, but the way my camera and things are set up, I can't just pause it, walk away, and come back in 2 days until it dries. So anyway, so let me zoom in and I can show you these inks and you can get an idea. So here we go with, whoops, move that. The Diamine Candlelight. And here is the Night of Myrtle. Isn't that neat, the way it changes purple colors? I just love that. There is Tano and Lim's Stargazing, or Star Forming, sorry. And so yeah, it did you can still see that pretty well being written with. Here is Tano and Lim's Space Telescope. And then we have Robinson Crusoe, which again, I love that ink. It's got a turquoisey green changing properties. And then here we have Kobe Strawberry Chocolate. And then last but certainly not least, we have the Kitty Ink Pot Fluffy Wool Ball. And let me bring the pens back out again. Let me zoom back out again. Whoops, that's in. And I'll bring the pens back over and you can take one more look at them. Okay, so we have my 2 Leather and Lathe pens. Here's the Gravitas Pocket Pen, the Walltown Watts pen, Opus 88 Color of the Year, Rust pens, the Ebonite pen, and here is the Arclayer Helix 3D printed pen, which fascinates me on how that worked, but I love it. So anyway, hope you've enjoyed this. Please leave me a comment and consider subscribing. Give me a thumbs up if you feel like it. And again, love comments, love to respond to you all, love to talk to you all. And I hope you have a fabulous day, and I'm going to go out and enjoy the day here with the leaves changing colors and all of that. So I will catch you next time. Bye.